One of the things that I kind of got from what you were saying, like you go in the VA and like you're happy, like people pick up on that, like, man, I can't believe this. It's like a frame shift. It's like some people could be in a victim mindset. Oh, poor me. Oh, I have this elephantitis, my calf is the size of, the average person's waist, poor me, wham, wham, wham. Or you could be like, man, I shouldn't even be here. This is great, man. I got this second chance at life. Oh, it's amazing, right? And it's a choice that we make. We all have that choice. How did you come to that? Because a lot of people, man, they can't get out of that victim mentality. If you could give them like some tips, like how do you get out of that victim mentality into victor mentality?
For me, it is realizing that whatever happens in my day, I keep it to 24 hours. I keep it in the moment if I can, because people go on, the way they get lost is to say, I got to do this for tomorrow, or I got to do this. If tomorrow's going to be good, I have to do this today. And I write something every morning and saying, look, don't be lost in tomorrow. You don't have to, today, this morning, I wrote, you don't have to attend every fight that you're invited to. That's not the problem. You're the problem. You don't even have to have any problems at all, because God's only going to give you 24 hours to deal with, even just an hour to deal with, even just the minute right now to deal with. Because after we finish this talk, I'm not thinking about going out to, I got to eat something. Got to go do this. I'm right here and right now. This is amazing for me because I get to do this. This is the first time I've ever done something like this. It's like, okay, but I get to do it because it's something I get to do. I don't have to. You don't have to do anything in this world. You get to. And that's the mindset where I get to go to the doctors, get the operation. I get to go celebrate something, because the good can be just as anxious and so much anxiety as the bad. You can look forward to something so much so that, oh my God, and we're going to Disney World, and you're, oh yeah, well, it's going to be all this and that. And, it's crazy. It's like going on a trip where your kids will go, yeah, I can't wait to get there. It's all excitement. For you, it's like, oh my God, the car, how long is it? We're going to find parking. Oh, is all these different things. Where are we going to stay? How much is it going to cost? Oh, we can't do that. The kids have the right idea. I get to do this. Who cares what the details are?
Yeah.
And the details are left to God. I think that's a key, My details are out of my control. All I can do is control myself. I can only control my reactions to the world's actions. People get lost in watching television. They get angry because they see a war halfway around the world, thinking that they have something to do with it. Think that they can do something about it.
Right.
If it's not right in front of you, you can't do something about it right now, then it's not you. It's not your problem. You don't go there, because then you lose yourself, because you're not with yourself. Be right here, right now. Feel what the air is, what the temperature is, what the humidity is. Feel the clothes on you. It's just being where you are. Your head and your feet are at the same spot. And that way you don't trip over not being where you are. You don't, because you can't see the little molehill that because you're looking at the mountain way in the distance, because by the time you get to that mountain, it's just going to be a molehill by the time you get there.
Right. Let's go back real quick to the, so you have the elephantitis. This makes your whole body just like swell up, At some point you lost like a ton of weight. Well, tell us about that.
Usually people get it in one leg or maybe two legs. And I won the lottery. I got it from head to toe. I have it both hands, both. I am. It's crazy. I won the lottery. It's ridiculous. And I was bedridden. I had to order my own AA coins online because I didn't know about, they didn't have the online stuff, and the Zoom meetings, they call them. But then I was still happy. I was still good. And I would go to the hospital and the doctor would say, and this disease is so rare in the United States that they would do their rounds, and about 7 people would be doing the rounds. And when it came to my room, though, there would be 20 of them, 20 doctors, because they all want to see. I've never seen this before. I go to the emergency room and some doctors say, oh yeah, you think you have elephantiasis? And they would check me out and they don't believe me. But they would say, the doctors who knew about it, they were African and Asian, and whoever come in, just look, and all of a sudden they would know that's elephantiasis, because it is so prevalent. And then you have endemic countries, they know what it is. In the United States, you can't get it. But when I was there were so many little things that I couldn't do, so many things that no shoes fit, no pants fit, I couldn't wear long sleeve shirts because they don't fit around I still can't. They don't fit around my wrist. All these things that you wouldn't think of that are so daily things that you take for granted. I take nothing for granted anymore, And when I went to the hospital, an infection and cellulitis, and the doctors did the IV antibiotics, I was in there for a week or something like that. And then they would send me home with oral antibiotics. And I went home, and at this one time, I laid in bed, and in a week, I lost 30 pounds just laying there. And it kept coming off, and it kept coming off. And 160 pounds later, I'm back up on my feet. And the doctors have no idea why. There's no cure for this. Wow. Doctors don't know why I'm walking again. Because once you get to that point, there's really just compression. You can try to hold, you try to at least have it manageable from where it is. But it doesn't get better. I still wear compression stockings now every day. I ask God, give me the strength to get these stockings on. It takes me an extra hour because the women, I know, you're a little moist. You can't get these stockings on. And they're ripping it. Oh my God. I know, it's hilarious. It's great. And I think it is too. And I laugh at myself.
Empathy for women, what they...
Right? Oh God, yes. Oh, of course. I know more about that than you think. And, but it's so wonderful to have to do that. I get to. Yeah. It's like, I share that I'm driving in the car and I get a flat tire. I did that with my van down here when I first came to Florida. And, you go, oh my God, I got a flat tire. So, wait a minute. I got a van. I got a car to get a flat tire with. It's perspective. Whatever you have to do, it's perspective of that situation. And I lost 160 pounds. I'm back up on my feet. The first thing I did was go back to AA meetings. Because that's where I know God brought me to. So I went back there because that's where God is. And these meetings are amazing because God is present in those rooms. Just like when you go to Mass and you go to church, and if the right people are there, God is present in those rooms. It doesn't have to be. He can be present anywhere. He is everywhere. But sometimes I went to church as a child and I'm like, I didn't feel that. I didn't get that. My father says, yeah, you get out of it what you want. I needed that though. It's like, no, this is how you do it. You surrender. You say, I go to any lengths to get this. I'll be willing to do anything to get. I surrender all of me, good, bad, or indifferent, no matter what it is, because I was at the point where I gave up myself. And that pure surrender is when God said, no, and it's so difficult for us to get to because our mind gets in the way, and we get in our own way because of that. But if you can get that little bit, a taste of what it's like, and if it works, don't stop doing what works. Every morning I get up and I do all these readings and I get on my knees and thank God I can get up off my knees. I am so thankful. I put my head on my pillow and I can sleep through the night. So many people in and out of those alcoholic, AA can't sleep through the night because their mind is going, and you get lost because now you're assimilated into all these things that happen to you. Not for you. And God only gave us this short life, and so precious. And it'd be gone tomorrow. But if you enjoy it today, who cares? That's the key, to enjoy it right now in this moment. The love that you can give just because you have it to give. Like I said before, freely given because I have this. It was given to me by God, or to me through God, through somebody else from God, because he's living with us. He's living part of us. He's living in everything. The vibrations, people manifest things. And yeah, that's great because they manifest it outside themselves. It's part of the whole living with everything, being a part of it all. And if something bad happens to you, it's only bad because you perceive it to be bad. God gives this to you to just experience. And the human body can take so much. And if you're in a car accident, I've seen people not even know that they're injured. People in the military, I've seen so many things that people don't even know that this is happening to them because they're outside, they're not there feeling. Their mind is someplace else. because their body is doing it. It doesn't have to be that they feel it. The body is such an amazing thing. It can do miracles. It can be strong to lift cars up, to do everything if you have that adrenaline or whatever it is. And if you can manifest that yourself with God, you don't have to be sad. You don't have to be anxious. You don't have to be, And if you find out what works, keep doing it, because it's not continuous through your whole day. Life happens. I get lymphedema. My knees hurt and I start cracking up. Like, why are you laughing? Because my knees are killing me. Because it's my perception of it all. So what? I have needs to have hurt. I was at the point where the VA wasn't giving me anything. And I was fighting for, because we couldn't afford the house. We couldn't afford the kids. We were just very at our bottom. And I said, what is it going to take? What's next step? Amputation? Because that's where I was. So I should amputate my legs. That'd probably be so much easier because of so much pain in my knees, meniscus tears in both knees. And then we're afraid of infection if we operate. And for 2.5 years, I was screaming, so much so. But now, and I was still okay. I was just screaming in pain because it hurt. But that was all right. I would go to the hospital and they said, man, you're in pain. I said, yeah, but God gave me this life to be in pain. It's my perspective to react for what I get. Everything I get, good and bad, it's all good, And how to get that? Surrender. That's the only thing I can tell you, is to let go of everything you think. Your thoughts are in the way. Feel the light of God in all of you, outside of yourself. Be beyond you. The Spirit is not just within you, but is in everything, is in all around you all the time.